struggle, freedom come.
Freedom come and by struggle.
Freedom come by struggle, freedom come.
Freedom come and by struggle.
Freedom come by struggle, freedom come.
Good evening, members of the Free Nigerian Movement, coalition of support groups, angry women, Nigerians across board, home and abroad. Today our press statement is titled Nigeria, Our Dream, Our Hope, Our Prayer. Nigeria is the promise to Africa that its days of impact on global scale are not over. It is the hope of the black race, the assurance that whatever the feet of courage may tread, the world will listen. This is why we believe in the country, true though deeply torn by ideas, culture, religion, class, and other walls visible in any plural society. This is why we chose to stand, a lone voice condemning the manner of the conduct of the 2023 presidential election, demanding for justice, equity, fairness. It did not matter to us what personal or individual endeavors were at risk. It only mattered that Nigeria were headed for another run down the steep hill of illegality. 66 days later, we are still here holding the banner of truth, demanding accountability in what is acclaimed as the longest and most peaceful protest by any group in the history of Nigeria. We are proud not of ourselves but of our country for the many darts it has bellied, yet standing strong and unbroken. We celebrate the courage of our founding fathers. We celebrate the courage of our founding fathers, the untiring dedication to the pursuit of sovereignty, on account of which we were dominant Nigerian today. Our protest has been issues-based without political, religious, or tribal influences. We are Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, Biram, Ibibio, Fulani, Kanuri, Igala, Efik, Nupe, Idoma. With almost all the ethnic nationalities lavishly represented. Above all, we are victims of the same injustice, corruption, bigotry, nepotism, tribalism that have gravely scarred our land. We made certain the notion that we are not Wazobia. We are Nigerians.
Yes.
So when we marched, the Igbo held the hands of the Yoruba. The Efik called on the Hausa to draw closer. The Fulani and Tiv shed water. We did not break ranks. In those moments, amidst the screams and sweat, in the corners of the minds where doubts were clinging, in the hearts of the mass, as a black sea, we flowed through the streets of Abuja. There was nothing broken in our ideology. All we hoped for was a better country, a sustainable future for our children, their children, and their children. A healthcare system that will not chase doctors to embassies hustling for visas. Roads that will not collapse before they are commissioned. A housing policy that will provide homes for all and many more. And when we called for the cancellation of the 2023 presidential election, it was not to curry benefit for any presidential candidate, political party or region. It was to force accountability from the words that wrote promises from the lips of the INEC through its chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. For it is the duty of any responsible citizenry to do so. Democracy is not an assemblage of ambiguous rules and impracticable ideas by which society is run. It is a deliberate surrender of the machinery of choice to the people. The people that look away from this responsibility at any given time wake up to a world alien to reason and norms. In the course of over 14 days, we held physical protests in the nation's capital, Abuja, not as a sport, but a proof of our commitment to ensuring that leaders emerge through credible processes. There are no black or back doors to this. It is neither the way or it is not democracy. We have also held prayers, press conferences, and virtual protests, all of which form part of the submissions to the United Nations, US Embassy, British High Commission, the ECOWAS and European Union delegation. We have also taken our protests to these diplomatic enclaves, including the Canadian High Commission, Abuja, all while standing on the sands of threat, intimidation, and an attempt to stab our convener. We are aware that one of our leaders lost her job as a result of standing up in defense of Nigeria. She has since taken it in good faith as we hope and pray for brighter sunshine. Also, the recent brutalization of our flag man has raised further concern of the safety of our members. We did not embark on this journey hoping that it would be without scars. We went ahead in knowing that those scars may stamp our bodies, our hearts will be free of the burden of silence, and that each voice is a country drawn closer to redemption. Yes. And so, yes, we will go again and again and again, yes, and again, yes, until Nigeria wins.
Yes.
We will continue to call on the judiciary to stay committed to the idea that is Nigerian.
Yes.
This is the right thing to do.
Yes.
For to be a judge is not to hold gavel alone. It is to be consistent in justice and in holding high the values of truth. The presidential election petition court currently sitting in Abuja provides an opportunity for the judiciary to redeem itself, yes, to ensure Nigerians and assure them that it is on their side as the last hope of the common man.
Yes.
And no matter who is pronounced as victor in the proceedings, may such decision come from the transparency of process.
Yes.
We must never allow justice to be reduced to an item in a store. For a society without justice is dead.
Yes.
We salute the courage of the media, especially sections of the media who reported our protest. However, the ample media coverage of the activities of political thugs and hoodlums throughout our protests is disturbing. A healing nation needs a fearless, professional, robust, and unbiased media, yes, to tell its stories.
Yes.
We must stop behaving like news is becoming as a commodity, bowing to the wheel of bargaining. We must take a stand for our country on the possibilities of healing and on the audacious courage it requires. Never should the media look away from the women when the women are harassed by political thugs. Stories must stand on equal footing to challenge each other in a fair tussle. We call on Nigerian media, especially Arise News, Channels TV and TVC, yes, to be responsible in their coverage of our activities, yes, and those of other groups calling for the enthronement of justice as contestation on the outcome of the 2023 presidential election, yes, as it continues. Our job is not done. However, our job on the street must now retire as we prepare for the next steps. We are not people bound by today to its glories and follies. We are a people of motion, a people who seek more. Our focus is unshakably Nigerian.
Yes. Yes.
Our rules are written by justice.
Yes.
Consequently, the Free Nigerian movement will no longer participate in any protest or gathering to contest the outcome of the presidential election of 25th February 2023.
Yes.
This is in keeping with our commitment to ensuring that no life is lost in our protest.
Yes.
Given the weight of threats and intimidation daily received by our leaders, we can no longer guarantee the safety of our members, and therefore we call for the cessation of public outing for protests.
Yes.
We make this announcement today, and we will send copies to the police and DSS. Henceforth, our banners or placards will not be used in any protest pertaining to the presidential election until further notice.
Yes.
Any citing of our banners or the liking of such at any protest, kindly note. It is not us. We have done our bit ensuring that safety of our members, and recordings, no incidents or death. Finally, we thank the Nigerians for their support, guidance, courage, for staying with the ideology of our movement on all protest days. We also thank the security agencies, especially the FCT Police Command and the Department of Security Service, for their exceptional display and professionalism, without which our talk of security will not be a thing. Your conduct emboldened our belief that a new Nigeria is possible.
Yes. Yes.
We employ all comrades to imbibe the new directives as we look forward to announcing new moves. We love our country, and we will do whatever it will take within the law to defend its dignity.
Yes. Yes.
God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
We've heard from Free Nigerian Movement, and now it is time for question and answer. You rise. If you have questions, you rise. Introduce yourself, your media organization, then you ask your question.
Good evening, my name is Komedame from JD Post Nigeria. Dr. Mo, so the question here is what is the opinion of the Free Nigeria movement this group as it affects the absence of the judge presiding over the 25% FCT requirement, which is in consonance with the 1999 Constitution as amended in the court? What is the opinion of this group?
Okay. Any other person? Or
Any other question? We can take all the questions.
Yeah. My name is Afolabi Wahab from Voice TV Nigeria. Can you comment on how underreported your civil society through this protest? Can you tell us? Have you been underreported, or has been reported in your own favor, or you feel there is a bias somewhere because you are calling on some other TV stations to do the needful?
Let's get more questions.
any other one?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to know, the pre-trials have ended and the trial proper